pretty much on a dairy farm, and so learning the trade of doing something different was a big change. But it's just been in my background. I've installed it in my lifestyle, and it's what is actually nice to see stuff come together, because at the end of the day, you're able to see that finished product that brings joy to people.
Is that the reason you started in construction?
Yeah, for the most part, being able to help people build stuff and just pretty much using the gift that God gave me. So.
I absolutely love that. And now we have an opportunity to have you here. I believe you've been here for 7-8 months now.
7 months almost.
Okay. And I mean, you have an extensive background in construction. What was your main things that you did?
I did a lot of remodels, did some additions, but majority remodels, bathroom remodels and stuff like that. I've always enjoyed doing custom showers and tile work and stuff like that. And then done quite a bit of framing, especially living in New Mexico. We'd have a lot of termite issues. So, I mean, living there, you have to fight with those termites. And so you're constantly having people call and needing stuff replaced and rebuilt, or people were wanting to do additions. So it was fun.
I love that. Today's going to be pretty interesting because you're going to get an opportunity to listen to someone who has been in construction, from remodeling, framing houses, not only here in Texas, but New Mexico and different areas, right? With that being said, tell us a little bit of what do you see that's different here in a manufacturer, working in a factory versus working out in the field. What do you think is the biggest changes?
So I think the biggest changes is, I mean, you're not going job site to job site. Mm-hmm. You're actually here local. You're in the warehouse all day, and just the overseeing of the way stuff is done and the quality that goes on back there. I mean, every person back there takes pride in everything that they do. They're not just giving it 50%, they're giving it 100%. They're going that extra step to make sure, okay, well, this needs to be like this because that's not right. So
yeah, I guess that's a big thing. Now that I reflect back on it, when it comes to outside construction, and here is like, you really cannot half-fast nothing, right? Number one, obviously you have a lot of pride. Everybody who builds in construction world has a lot of pride as far as like, hey, I'm the best builder. That's number one. There's not one person you talk to in construction that tells you they're the best, right? Number two, you have enough people to give you feedback, whether it's your coworker right next to you or it's one of the warranty ladies coming out to do a quality check. You know, there's very little room for error.
Yeah. And say one thing that I've always held myself accountable towards is, if I want to put it in my house, why would I put it in somebody else's house? So if I'm going to cut a corner in my own house, why would I cut a corner in somebody else's? But in all reality, you shouldn't cut corners just to hurry up and get something done. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to do it at your house, why do it on somebody else's? And so for me, that's one thing that I've always held pride to. I've always kept it in my business. And even out there now, like, I don't try to cut corners at all, but then like you'll see somebody like, and it's like, hey, why are you going to do that if you want to do that anywhere else?
It's true. I think that's powerful. No cutting corners is huge. And literally just doing the right thing is the best thing to do. Mm-hmm. I think that was the number one thing we were talking about one time. And it was like, hey, what is the best marketing strategy there is? I was talking to this very big builder up in North Arkansas. And they're like, what is the best marketing strategy? And I was like, do the things right. Build your houses. In my perspective, our houses is the best marketing, right? Because if you think about it, let's say you come and buy a house, you're probably going to live in the house, 5, 10, 15 years, if not a lifetime. Mm-hmm. Well, people walking into your house, they're always going to be seeing the product itself. Yeah. Right? So it's like, okay, well, the better job we do just literally building the house, the best it's going to talk. And now a lot of our business, I could say a lot of our business comes from referrals, word of mouth, and people who have bought and had a great experience that come back.
And that's always a blessing too. I mean, if you're not even advertising like I was, I wasn't even advertising. Everybody just, hey, call Justin with Jones Construction. And so for, I think, about 4 years, my business just flourished off of referrals from people. And so, and I hear a lot about Saddlebrook in town and throughout the area, and everybody's like, oh, that's a great place.
It's crazy because when I got here, I've been here for almost 2 years already, and I wear the shirts all the time, right? Saddlebrook, and I would go to places and be like, I know where you guys are from, you know? And now, actually, recently, maybe 3-4 months ago, I was in Dallas at a Bass Pro Shop. Okay. And this guy just comes up out of nowhere. He's like, hey, I know you. I've seen you in the videos. I want to go tour your guys' facility. And it was just so random, you know what I mean? It was like I was never, ever expecting that, but it was pretty cool to see. No, I think that's a lot of big things. And I guess the next question for you is, what do you feel when you're building a house and then you get to see the customers come and actually check their houses?
Getting to see them actually come and view their house, and like even in the framing stage or towards like the finish end, you know, when they're coming to see the finish end versus the framing end, I mean, they're seeing what's actually going on before it's finished. And I think customers being able to see exactly what's all entailed in the project is actually a greater, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like fulfillment.
Yeah. Because I mean, not everybody gets to see that all the time. I mean, most of the time people pay somebody thousands of dollars to build a house, and they don't ever go and check it out until it's completely finished. And so they don't know all that goes on behind the scenes.
Yes. That's great. Guys, just for you guys to know, we are in a live Q&A session. I am going to answer all of your guys' questions, so please drop them down in the comments. We're just hearing here from someone that actually builds these houses. It's pretty awesome to just know the people that are building it. And I thought it was, you know, this is the best idea. Let's bring someone who actually does the work. And you guys don't get highlighted enough, but I want to really thank you, every single one of the persons, including yourself in the back, because you guys show up every day no matter what. And then especially being in a facility where there's nothing that stops you guys. Literally, there's no excuses here. No rain, no window, no wind, no nothing. And I think that's pretty awesome. How do you feel about your work environment?
I enjoy my work environment, actually. I was just telling one of the guys here, you know, normally, I mean, when I've worked any other job, I'd show up probably 5-10 minutes beforehand. And here I show up early, an hour early every day, and I get my day started, and I'll have my radio playing, and I get my day started. And I actually enjoy coming to work and actually seeing everything get put together. And like now I'm actually even more excited because we're supposed to be starting new houses.
Yes. So, there is a big list of houses to get started. I think we just started the year so blessed. A lot of different houses. We call it queue time, right? So from the day the person makes a deposit to the day that actually hits the production line, there's a big gap due to the fact that there's more houses stacking up every day. However, we're also going to get started with a new, let's say per se, a new line of houses, a little bit different. So guys, you guys have been waiting for this for a long time, and it's about to happen. I guess it would be, we'll call it, new floor plans are coming, a complete different way than the traditional market. Yeah. We've seen houses where they do them double wide, stack them side by side. That's not new, but I really think that this is gonna be a game changer for everybody that wants a house and wants something completely different than everybody else. And we're gonna build it here in the manufacturer. Yeah. Promise times is what, 90 to 120 days turnaround time. You guys frame houses like crazy.
Yeah, we just started one today, and I want to say about 60%.
Isn't it crazy?
So, I mean, hopefully tomorrow we'll stand the walls and start hanging trusses.
Yes, it's cool. I think framing, from my point of view, framing has been my go-to. Number one, you get to be there from the beginning. You're always at the end doing all the touch-up stuff. However, building the houses, actually seeing it go up it's just different, right? Because I've seen, I know, what do they call them, like finished carpentry, people like that. It's cool, but it's like little things, little details. You know, electrical plumbing come in while they just run wires and plumbing. Yeah. But framing, I think it's a big thing. It looks like we're starting to get some questions on here.
Yeah, can we put the TikTok mic a little closer to either one of you?
Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm pretty loud.
Also, we have Miss Kim would like to know where we are located from Facebook.
Awesome. Kim, thank you so much for asking. We are located in 1025 West Grizzly Drive here in DeKalb, Texas. We are currently sitting in the showroom. So a lot of the people that actually watch us frequently always see the houses in the background. They're literally on the other side of this wall. We're just in the showroom today. So if you guys get to an opportunity to come and tour the facility, it's going to be pretty awesome. We walk you in through the big glass doors in the front. Beautiful living room. You're going to get to see it on videos and stuff like that. We'll probably do our next live there. And then you walk into the back where you guys get building. Tell us a little bit of how do you feel it's different? There's just a different environment or a different vibe when you come in here and work. Tell me what do you think is the biggest difference for you?
I think the biggest difference for me is every day is not the same thing. Regardless, I mean, we're constantly framing and, you know, everybody thinks, oh, it gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
But just being able to build something different, like today we're doing I think it's a 20 by 64.
Yeah.
And then we just finished up, I believe it was a lot smaller. It was probably about a 30. But I mean, just being able to do something different every day and then getting to sit there and mess around with the guys and have lunch and whatnot. I mean, but in all reality, just the way everybody does stuff. Everybody's got their ways. Everybody has a way that they like to do stuff.
There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat.
Yes, there is. And that's the crazy thing is because, I mean, most people think, oh, well, you know, we're all in the same trade. We should all be doing it the same. But really,
it's not.
Not everybody does it the same. Everybody does different.
That's funny because there is 1,000 ways to skin a cat, but I think there is a good way and a bad way to do things, right? I was seeing houses. I actually went to 2 of these houses, and I'm not going to name no names or anything like that. But as I was walking and I was asking questions and this and that, I was like, hey, is there an opportunity for us to tour where you guys are building it? And right off the bat, they said no. Okay. So it was like a big red flag. And then I started asking more questions. And the guy that actually helped me was very, very knowledgeable and very smart. When he wanted to direct me a certain way, and I was always coming back to ask him questions. One of the questions was like, hey, what about your exterior walls? Because I know for ours, our customers are always asking, are your exterior walls 2x6? Are they 2x4s? What kind of exterior walls do you guys do? Well, we do 2x4s, 16 inches in centers. You got double studs every 4 feet, which is awesome, right? And then we still have those people that critique and it's like, my exterior walls, I want them to be 2x6. Yeah. This is crazy. This is going to blow your mind, guys. I went to this place and they're building their houses with like 2x2s.
Oh, wow. That's a stick build.
Dude, crazy. Literally stick build, right?
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, what do you mean 2x2s? It's like, yeah, that's the way we've been building for years. And I didn't believe it. I've been talking to customers and ask them, and a lot of those mobile home companies, that's what they do.
Wow.
That's how they can pump up so much volume. And that's why they're so much cheaper in the marketplace. Yeah. You know, they buy lumber literally at half of the price.
Yeah.
But that's half of the quality too, in my perspective. I don't know what kind of home you want to live in, but I kind of want to live in something very high quality.
Oh, yeah. You
know? And then something that I was seeing, and I guess I would like you to elaborate on this, the floor joist is on the bottom. Mm-hmm. You guys, we do what? 2x10s is the smallest or 2x8s?
So the smallest that we've been doing is a 2x6, and then we have 2x8s, 2x10s, and I think today we're doing 2x12s.
2x12s.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then on the blocks, I was seeing the blocks. They're not smashed together. You're actually using skids, right? 4x6.
Yep, 4x6 skids for blocking in between on the floor joist, and it's actually more durable. It's better quality when it comes to having to move the house or even just the house sitting.
Yeah,
it's better standard.
So from skids to the floor joists on the bottom, we're talking about they're treated lumber. Yep. It's all treated, and then you go to the top, which would be your 3/4 inch sun and groove plywood, which is also lifetime warranty on theirs, right? Waterproof. And then on top of that, you got a vinyl planking flooring system that a lot of people are looking for. And you have an opportunity to come into the showroom and actually choose the different colors and stuff. What do you think about the different variety of just products we have from colors to options to everything.
I think it's best to have options because not everybody wants the same thing.
Right.
You know,
You want to have something
you
different.
see one house and then you look at another one, it's the complete same, and you're like, well, that's kind of bland.
Yes.
I mean,
It's now that you mentioned that, it's pretty funny because everybody wants something different but similar.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what if we build a house this way? Well, no, right? If it's something completely opposite, they don't want it.
Yeah.
They want something very similar, but it has to be different.
Oh no, the other day I was walking around on lunch break and I went into one of the houses that are back there and I was like, there's a fireplace in the bedroom and there's one in the living room. I was like, that's neat.
2 fireplaces, one in the bedroom and one in the living room.
And I thought that was completely neat. I was like, well, that's pretty nice. Like that's one of a kind right there. You don't see that in every one of the houses that we build. But for that to be in that one, I was like, and the whole color scheme and concept was like, this is mine.
His face should tell you everything. He's one of the builders and he was surprised of what we're doing, how custom it could get. He's talking about having one fireplace in the living room and one fireplace in the bedroom. It's pretty neat, I think. You know, we've had those houses where they choose the walls in the living room, the walls in each bedroom to be different. Colors, schemes. You got the wood interiors. What is your personal favorite?
Me, I'm a big finish guy, so I like raw natural wood. I mean,
The rustic.
yeah, custom woodwork, anything like that. I mean, I also like my colors,
Mhm.
but I mean, preferably I'd like to have, if I ever build another house, it'd be something that's one of a kind.
I love that. That's absolutely amazing. We're getting closer and closer, you guys, to that Q&A time. Make sure you guys are dropping those comments down and are ready with some questions. We can get started.
Yeah, so Greg from Facebook would like to know how we enter the home net.
Awesome, Greg. That's a phenomenal question. So basically, let me give you guys a little bit of some context to that before anything. Number one thing that we highly recommend is a concrete slab, and then from there, all of our houses go on blocks. Whether it's you know, the minimum we could go is 18 inches, and we could go as high as we want to go on it. We do concrete blocks, and it's spread out through the whole house. However, the next thing, how it's tied down, is by hurricane tie downs. And this is a question that we get asked, how much are they rated for? Or, you know, is this for what is the wind rating specs or whatever they want to call it? There's just different terminology. Our houses are rated for 150 plus mile winds. That's kind of like the label on it. We've seen houses, we're in Tornado Valley, and we've seen houses withstand very big storms. But is that answers the question? Okay. Another question? Okay, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, we are live 6:00 p.m. every single Thursday. So if you guys have a question, you guys could pop on here. We do have a Zoom link that we can send you guys, and we could basically talk interface face-to-face. We did have 2 amazing customers last week they got on our Zoom call and they were asking questions, and we got to meet them the next day. One came in that very next day, and then Saturday we had the other customer come in, and we are literally going to get started with their homes very soon. So if you guys have any type of questions, you guys are skeptical about anything, we're here to answer the questions. And today we have this amazing guest, Justin, where he's answering questions. He's a builder. He's been building for a long time, and one of our former framers. And we're amazed as far as what we could do customization wise. If you guys have any questions like that, feel free to ask. I do have a question that we get asked a lot, and I know this is not your department, but spray foam. Spray foam. What do you know about spray foam insulation?
I know quite a bit. I mean,
Okay.
A lot of people have their ups and downs about it, but I mean, to me, honestly, I think it's a better quality versus the traditional insulation.
The roll-up insulation.
Fiberglass insulation, or like the blow-in insulation.
Okay.
I mean, I actually think the spray foam is more durable. It's a better quality, and to be honest with you, I also think it's a better sound deadening. So I mean, you're not hearing all that outside traffic and everything else like you would with a modular home or something similar to that, where they just use regular insulation or blown in, you know. And I mean, we're out there all day in these houses, and I mean, when you walk into one that's finished,
They're pretty
almost
well
finished,
insulated, yeah.
they're pretty warm. I mean, it's not like you're cold, because I mean, as long as that door is closed, I mean, you stay pretty warm in there. But I think it's a better quality, to be honest with you, and just getting to see how it's done to itself. I mean, I can honestly say it's actually done to a good standard. It's not corners cut or anything like that. So
I like that, and I think this is so true. The amount of exposure we have in here is insane. We have customers walking in the doors every single day, touring the facility. We have vendors coming in. We have so many different things, and you literally cannot miss anything.
No.
And spray foam is one of the things that gets highlighted the most. So most people come in and they ask, hey, what kind of insulation you guys use? And the first thing they do when we go to the back is, let me go see this house, right? When it's freshly sprayed with the insulation. And now this is an interesting topic, because a lot of people do spray foam insulate maybe the walls, but they don't do the ceilings. They don't do the undercarriage. A lot of people do the walls and the ceilings, but never the undercarriage. And here we do 360 degrees, basically.
the whole thing.
The whole thing. Yeah. We do have 2 more questions.
So how deep does the slab need to be for a saddleboard modular?
How deep does the concrete have to be? Standard is about 4 inches thick with a 12-inch perimeter all the way around. However, that also depends on the soil type. So I would love to help you out a little bit more. If you could provide us more context to that. Have you done a soil test in your property? Is that something that we could help you with, getting a soil test? Definitely, we're going to go ahead and be sending the link down below where you guys could schedule your calls. If you guys don't want to ask questions here, if you get a little bit shy, but you do want to speak to one of our experts or myself, we're going to be sharing that link with you guys. Another question is?
Michelle from Facebook would like to know about the plumbing for the home. Yeah, she'd like to know about the plumbing for the homes, because you don't want water pipes running through the concrete.
Awesome. Through the what, I'm sorry?
Through the concrete.
Okay, great question, Michelle. And that's going to be that's actually a phenomenal question, because our pipes don't go in through the concrete. You want to explain a little bit of how the plumbing works?
So the plumbing is all ran underneath the house. Majority of all of them, everything really that I've seen is all ran underneath the house. I mean, nothing's exposed. It actually, I think they actually even insulate it and then spray foam it on top of it, so it's even double insulated from what I've seen on a couple of the houses. And so I think that's a pretty good quality there, because I mean,
that's a big plus, no?
You're double insulating it from the cold, but you're also keeping it from pests getting into it and chewing into it, or something happening to one of them water lines.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely a big plus.
Yeah, actually, I learned something today from one of my customers. They were talking about, so let me give you context on this customer. Customer has 3 kids, and I guess their kids are super hyper, kind of do everything kind of a kids, right? Yeah. So she comes in here, she's like, I cannot have no stairs, I can have no loft, and all this crazy stuff because of her kids. And then we got into a conversation, and she was explaining to me a little bit about our flooring. I didn't know this, and it's interesting. She says that the flooring is made with the material that it's like a chemical. I don't know how to explain it, how she explained it very, very well. Anyways, but these flooring, they're made to have their pest control protection. Yes. Water sealant, and they have some other thing that goes in it, so it kills like germs. So it's like you really don't even have to mop these type of floors. Reality is you just go with like light water on it, or light, I don't know what they call those little mops. The dry mops or whatever. And she says that the flooring itself is built for that. Yeah. I was like, I didn't know that. That's an interesting thing. But anyways, coming back to the conversation about the plumbing. So basically, think about it. Your house is running all your plumbing is run on your walls, and then it comes underneath, and then underneath of your house, that's where the main pipe has to be connected. So for sewer, it's a 3-inch pipe, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And then for water, we run PEX all the way around.
Yep.
And you have 2 main lines. So the way the plumbing goes for, let's say for the bathrooms, so that one, let's say you have a bathroom in one corner, a bathroom in the other corner, you got the kitchen, and then there's one big main line running right through the middle with a specific slope when it comes to drainage water. Yep. When it comes to water, regular water, that's run through, is it 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch?
I think they're running 3/4 inch PEX.
3/4 inch
And
PEX.
then they branch off to 1/2 inch.
And then, okay, for pressure.
Yep.
Okay, and then from there, it's connected to the main line. That's the main reason why we want to have an 18-inch minimum clearance from the bottom of your house to your concrete slab, because you need a crawl space just in case anything happens in the future, whatever, you should be able to go in there. And it's a code violation too. So that's one of the biggest things. Do we have other questions? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, we are live 6:00 p.m. every single Thursday. So if you guys are watching this video and we're not live, you can still drop your questions. I do come back and read them, and then I answer them in every single live in the next live. So any other questions?
Oh yeah, Gallon said we need to tweak the mic upwards.
Says you need to speak louder, bro. Okay.
Yelling in the warehouse all day. Hold on.
There you go. He's so used to not having, I guess, all this
No.
quietness. You can hear yourself pretty much. No?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of echoing in here because we're literally by ourselves right now, but it's okay. Anyways, we did have a question last week. Actually, let me read it off real quick. And it was a good question, so. Okay, they're asking about shells. What kind of options do you have? Do you sell just the houses itself? Do you sell shells? What is it that you guys can provide? And we can literally provide absolutely everything from just a bare shell up to a fully finished out. Now we can do even turnkey homes. Basically, we can add septic, electrical, concrete, all of it, you name it. We do have project managers on site now that can help out. But tell us a little bit of what is a shell, what's considered a shell.
So shells pretty much like considered just your exterior walls and your floor and then your roof. It's pretty basic.
Perfect. So just think about it. I like to think about it as being a box, right? There's nothing inside of the box, and it's pretty much an open canvas. Yeah. You could design your own house however you want. If you do have a floor plan beforehand, you could bring it to us and tell us, you know what, I need a door right here. We need the windows right here. But other than that, it's an open canvas. You could definitely do whatever you need to go ahead and build whatever you want, right? Yeah. And it's one of the biggest things, and a big plus for shells is you could save a lot in labor, right? If you're doing it yourself, obviously. I always tell my customers, because they always ask, hey, what would be the best route or the most economical route I could take? And I tell them it is a shell route if you're a builder. Yeah. Right? Because if you're going to buy a shell from us and they're going to go hire contractors, you're not doing yourself a favor.
You're pretty much paying double.
I love that, right? You're going to end up paying a little bit more. Yeah. Vice versa, you buy a shell, you are a builder, all you need is materials. Well, now you save a lot of money. Yeah. But that would be the only way. The other thing that you have to put on that balance is, okay, if I build myself, how long is it going to take? Yeah. Right? For a lot of our customers, they're kind of on a time limit. A lot of them, they do want to have a house within, 90 days. Yeah. I need to move into my new house within 120 days, especially if they sell a house and they need to be in another property. Mm-hmm. So that's where our specialty comes in. Yeah. Because we could literally, what do you think is the fastest house we ever built here?
Start to finish?
Start to finish. From the day it hit production to the day it got delivered.
Man, I don't even know where to begin because I built so many of them. Because, every day is different. Just yesterday we started one house. Well, we finished one house and we were on it for 2 days. And then today, they've ran all the electrical. They've been doing the plumbing. Mm-hmm. I want to say tomorrow, if I'm correct, if he's working, I'm pretty sure he'll be coming in and shooting the spray foam. Mm-hmm. And then, so I mean, on average, I think the longest I've seen a house sit back in the warehouse is about a week.
It's crazy.
So that's pretty decent.
Yes, it's crazy. We were actually calculating this, and I think the fastest house we ever built was like in 14 working days. So continuous days, right? Now, if you add the weekends and the days you're off, I think it was 28 days or something. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's being built faster and faster and faster, especially with you guys knowing exactly what you guys are doing now.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the people just come in and be like, all right, you see a floor plan, you don't even need to come and look at the floor plan multiple times like a spec home.
Yeah. And with us, I mean, a lot of us guys that, especially on the frame crew, I mean, we'll either get a copy of the print or we'll take a picture of it on our phone. So we don't have to keep walking back and forth to the board, and that way we can just keep going.
Keep going.
And so, I mean, that cuts back on the time too. So that allows us to get ahead. So it's different.
Yes, it's going to be pretty good. Now that you are here, I'm pretty sure a lot of our builders are going to go on and go check us out. Well, if you guys do come check us out, I want to make sure that you guys know that we really appreciate everything you guys do. You guys play a big role. You guys are actually doing the work. You know, you guys don't technically get to talk to a lot of our customers, but a lot of our customers tell, like, if you go anywhere, you see the reviews as far as like, hey, the team did a phenomenal job. They did exactly what we needed, exactly what we wanted. And there's those little cases, right, where something didn't go right.
Yeah.
But we have such a great team that if something doesn't go right, we come back and fix it immediately, right? The feedback is very, very important, and hopefully you get to share that with the whole team in the back too. Yeah. We really appreciate everything. A lot of customers appreciate it, and we do have more questions coming in.
Is it possible to have a front or back porch installed, and how well do these homes stand against extreme weather like heavy rain, snow, or winds? Nothing natural disaster, of course.
That's a great question. I'll let you answer.
So we're actually based in East Texas. So we do get a tremendous amount of rain down this way.
Extreme weathers.
Yeah, extreme weathers. I mean, one day it'll be hot and the next day it's cold. It don't know what it wants to do. As far as the cold, I mean, I wouldn't think it would bother these houses at all, especially the rain. I mean, they sit out back before we ship them out. And I mean, a week ago, we were getting pretty good rain. And so I think it's not going to hurt them tremendously at all.
No. A matter of fact, like the siding we use is LP Smart Siding. If you guys are researchers, you guys could go definitely check it out. But LP Smart Siding has a 40 or 50 year life warranty on the siding itself. Yeah. So it's used for weather. It's built for weather. You know what I mean? With that being said, the spray foam insulation plays a big role. Yeah. There's very minimum weather conditions, you could say, that goes from your exterior siding to interior walls. Yeah. Another big thing is also the roof pitch. So I know for winter this is a big thing, especially in places where it snows. Does it actually snow here in Texas?
I haven't seen it snow yet.
No, right?
I've lived here 3 years.
I wonder if it snows around us.
I've been waiting for it.
Yeah. Anyways, if it does snow, I know the roof pitch has to do a lot with it. We do have 5/12 pitch, 7/12 pitch. Yeah. So the pitch is pretty high. Yeah. So I think we wouldn't bother. And I
don't think they'd have any issues with snow.
No. And then you got metal roofs on it. Yeah. So there wouldn't be a problem in my perspective. Front porch and back porch, yes. So there's two different ways we could do it. We could do it inside of in the actual floor plan itself. We could do, a 4-foot porch, 6-foot porch, either in the front or the back. We build a lot of those. I would highly recommend you guys going to TikTok if you guys want to see a little bit more of our house tours of all the homes that we have built, multiple with porches in the front and the back that are integrated. Now, the next thing is building them on site. So once we get the home delivered, you can attach a porch onto it. Yeah. And how big can you build porches?
I think we've had a couple that have left out that, I mean, they were pretty good sized porches that were going to get tied onto them. So, I mean, really on these houses, you can go as big as the house if you wanted to.
Yeah, there's really no limit.
So, yeah, there's really no limit of how big of a porch or an awning that you can put onto these houses.
Yes. Matter of fact, one of our customers is building a $60,000 porch. So he bought a 20 by 60, and he's gonna do a full wraparound porch.
Oh, wow.
So the house is literally in the middle, and the whole 360 degrees of it, it's a covered deck porch.
Wow.
So the sky's the limit when it comes to building anything, you know what I mean? Especially in the construction world.
Yeah.
You tell us what you need, and we will do it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Another question? Any other questions? We're getting closer and closer here to end time, guys. So if you guys have any other questions or concerns, please let me know. We're going to be helping you guys. Remember, 6 o'clock every single Thursday, we are live. So if you guys have questions, if you guys are looking at this video in repeat, go ahead and drop your comments. I still come back and read them.
Paula from Facebook would like to know if the porches are included in the price of the homes.
Paula, that's a phenomenal question. Yes, everything depends on how you want to do it as specifically for you. We do have a product that fits a lot of people. With that being said, what can we do? We could do a shell. We could do a 75% complete, which is interior framing, electrical, plumbing, insulation, and then you finish the rest. We have a fully finished out home. And then you have what's called a turnkey package, where we can include concrete, septic. We could do porches. We could literally we've done wells before. Surprisingly enough, we have done wells. So it depends what you're looking for. And it depends what are your ultimate goals. I have a customer that I'm working with right now that he's going to buy a 20 by 60, 1,200 square foot home, literally about 10 minutes away. And he said, you know what? I'm going to pay cash. I want to be 100% debt free from this house. So I was like, okay, perfect. So what are we doing? What does that look like? Well, first I need to buy the house. So he literally gave me half of the payment of the house. And then he's going to do the next half when we deliver, which is in the next 90 days. And then he's waiting another 90 days, and we're going to start the porches and so forth. We should be having a fully turnkey house, porches in the front, in the back, a shop on the side, and an awning for an RV. The whole project is going to be done in about a year. So everything comes out to how you want it. You know what I mean? I think that's what's the specialty about it. Awesome. Okay, special. I guess I have a great question for you. Uh-oh. Since you know about construction, and this is a question we get a lot, basements. Can we do a basement in our homes? The answer is absolutely yes, we can. However, tell us a little bit of just off of your experience, what would that process look like?
I mean, that process would be a little bit more entailed as far as building a basement underneath one of these, and then also being able to access it from either inside the home or outside the home. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's all just common dirt work and concrete work and stuff in order to make it to where you can do that. And then also enclosing it 100% sound, so that way nothing gets in, the rain or anything else like that. That way you're away from the elements, away from the rodents and bugs and everything else. So I mean, I think you can possibly do that with the modular homes.
It just depends how you do the foundation. Basically, that's what you're saying, right? Yeah. So basically, whatever it's outside of the basement is very, very important. Yeah. Right? Okay, cool. I think that it's very, very doable. We yet to do one. I guess I would love to see how it goes, right? It's definitely possible. I've seen it done, not with our homes. I've seen it done in the videos and stuff, and the way it works. Yeah. Literally, all it takes is the delivery process different when it comes to actually delivering, because we deliver it off of a bed of a truck, pretty much. Those houses, you have to set them on a crane, which I don't know if you were there, but we set those houses here down the road. It was a double wide modular home they came in, and they set that with the crane. Yeah. So the same process is just like you said, the foundation is very, very important. Yeah. So if you guys are ready to build a basement and put a house on it, I want to be the first one to be out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paula would also like to know if we do the driveways, if those are included in the price of the home.
Paul, great question. Yes, we could definitely do the driveways. We could do your driveways, your concrete, absolutely everything. If you need a septic tank, we could definitely add the septic tank. and we could include it in the price. Something that we are doing is like full big packages now, where we could put everything in a mortgage if you wanted to. It's a process, but it's very doable, 100%. Something that I've seen happen in the past is people having their land, and they own their land, and they come to us and say, well, I also want a house. Well, we get their land, the house, put it all together in one package, and then you have one note. So that's something very, very doable that we see more and more of. Like I said, it's a process. It's easy. It's just a time-consuming process that we're here to help you and guide you through the whole step. So, okay, awesome. So it looks like we are not having any more questions. If you do have questions, please make sure to drop them down in the comments, and we do read them. We do have our team in the background seeing everything that you guys are posting and seeing. So if you guys want to have any other question or other question answered, feel free to drop it down in the comments. Guys, we are at the end of this live. We really appreciate it. Appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir.
And if you guys have any other questions for the builders, let us know. For this, we have it. Came to the end. Thank you so much.